good, Couch Gang? You already know who it is, Mr. Palmer, aka Boss Daddy, and we gotta talk about this low-life convict right here. Now, take a look at this. Look like he high, junked out ass convict. 31-year-old Edward Jacob Lang. Now everybody else know him as Jake Lang. Now who's Jake Lang? Jake Lang was part of the January 6th riots at the state capitol. But then he got popular coming out with anti-Islamic slurs and other anti-bull.
Wow.
He called himself a political prisoner.
What?
Of war. Get the f out of here, right? So he's also a Chud the Builder cheerleader. And what he do? He go out here and agitate people and, you know, get locked up. And we got to talk about this one, where he get arrested for saying a terroristic threat, class 3, when he decided to threaten to kill Karmelo Anthony if he was found not guilty. You can't make it up. But before we get into that, I want y'all to take a look at a video, I believe in January, where he was spewing anti-Muslim bullshit. And he was gonna get mobbed and a black man saved him. You can't make this shit up. Check this video out right here. Check it out. Now you saw that. He was saved. He was saved by a black man. Dude helped him get away. He actually, he had got his busted, but they was trying to mob his ass. And a black man saved him. The one that he run around say, thugs chimping out, hanging from the tree and but you was saved by a black man. You can't make this up. What y'all think about that, Couch Gang? Do you think the black man did a honorable duty to protect another human, or do you think he's just another biscuit eater? I'm just asking. Let me know in the comment section. Now let's skedaddle down to what's going on currently. So before Karmelo Anthony was found guilty, he's out there talking, acting a fool, posting up signs about victims who was killed by blacks, except he had Charlie Kirk on the poster, but we'll get it there in a second. I want y'all to check out a clip, might be 2 clips, where he talked about Karmelo Anthony and what they should do and all this bullshit. Check it out.
The black community refuses to call out the bad members. You need to call out your murderous members of your community.
Whatever you talk about, I don't give a. Whatever you talk about, and you know it. Fuck you.
Chimping out, man. Low impulse control. This is the reason why Austin can't stop. This is a response.
Hold on a minute, Couch Gang. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go back to that poster right quick. Let's go back to that poster. Now, on that poster, he has Charlie Kirk on there. Now, let me explain something to y'all. So, take a look at the poster. Now, you can't see the top 2, but the 2 up top and the one on the bottom left, which is Austin Maycalf, they were killed by a black person. Damn! Whether you find it legit or not legit, they were killed by a black person. And this dude, Jake Lang, got Charlie Kirk on there as if he was killed by a black person. Do you see what I'm getting at? He put him on there trying to spin a narrative that he was killed by a black person when he was killed by a white man. You can't make this shit up. And what makes me look at you crazy is the fact that if a white man who did kill Charlie Kirk, you want to sit back and say, oh, that was a leftist, that was a white liberal. No, it was a white person. It was a white dude. See, if a black man killed a white person or a black man killed another black, I can't say, well, that was just a leftist. That was a black liberal that killed him or her. That was a black Democrat that killed him or her. But I noticed that motherfuckers will sit back and try to say, if it's a white person that killed another white person, they'll say, that was a liberal, that was a leftist white liberal and all that. Get the fuck out of here. Pastor Reverend X. No, Reverend X. Speak your piece.
You nincompoop poop.
Let's continue.
Four white people can
This
jump
is
a
the
black
response
man.
they teach their young people to have. This is the response that the mothers, the black mothers in this community does not teach its people to respect personal boundaries. It does not teach people to talk with respect. And that's why Austin Metcalf said, because of your failure as black parents, failures as black parents, failures as black parents, teaching the youth to kill. Failures to your community. Failures to your community. You will continue to perpetrate. You guys are continuing to perpetrate. Black on white violence is at an epidemic rate. And it is because
So I want you to understand, he's saying that it's black women's fault, bad parenting, and that's the reason why Austin Metcalf's not here. He's screaming that black people are killing more white people than white people killing black, which that's a fucking lie. Because let's keep it real. When it comes to the race in the United States of America, every race are killed mostly from their own race. Just like every race are married into their same race more than interracial relationship, even though they try to spin that narrative. So that's a lie. And also, if you want to go about who killed more than who, go back into history until now. Blacks will never outkill white folks as much as white folks outkill black folks. I'm sorry. So let's check out this other clip of him talking. And believe me, motherfuckers is spazzing out. He's saying you're champing out. You know what I'm saying? People telling him fuck you. So, you know, let's continue to finish this rhetoric. And again, this was before Karmelo Anthony was found guilty. And yes, he did receive 35 years. They did file an appeal. But let's continue with the next clip.
Black supremacist shit. You guys are complicit in the murder of white people. Irina Zarewski, Henry Goldman, Austin.
400 years.
Where's the justice?
400 years.
Where's the justice?
400 years.
Carmelo Anthony should be swung from a tree outside this courthouse.
You just mad that
Carmelo Anthony should be hanged outside this courthouse. Bring Carmelo Anthony up on one of these trees.
Oh, that's not surprising at all.
Bring this man up on one of these trees. He's a murderer.
No place in America.
He's a murderer, racist
Time is
murderer.
over.
So you heard him. He said Karmelo Anthony should be hanging from the tree. So you know what that means. He need to get that modern day lynching, right? So, you know, you can't make this shit up. I mean, he's talking a lot of shit because a lot of them sheriffs and officers are out there. So he know he ain't gonna get touched. He's protected. You know what I'm saying? Now at the same time, freedom of speech, right? Yes, he have freedom of speech. But we don't realize there's consequences to that free speech, depending on what you say. But it's not over with. Let's check this out.
Not settle for anything less than the death penalty. Kill Karmelo Anthony. Kill Karmelo Anthony. Kill Karmelo Anthony.
That's not a threat.
Kill Karmelo Anthony.
That's not a threat.
Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Kill Jake.
So understand, he's saying kill Karmelo Anthony, and he also said that if he's found innocent or not guilty, he'll kill him himself. That's way f***ed up. And like I told you, you have freedom of speech, but there's also consequences to free speech, because that is a terroristic threat when you threaten to kill somebody. Dumb up. So what ended up happening is the family of Karmelo Anthony said, oh nah, see, this has gone too far. And what they did, they had the spokesperson to come out and express on how much the police need to charge this so-called man, Jake, for spewing out terroristic threats. Check this out.
We even have saw the white nationalist Jake Lane come out here and say insinuatory threats to the life of Karmelo Anthony, to hang from a tree, and even to allude that Karmelo Anthony should be shot in the head. Our organization asked that the Collin County District Attorney's Office, as well as the Sheriff Department and the McKinney Police Department, open up a criminal investigation to those terroristic threats. There is no place for racism, bigotry, and white supremacy ideology in public.
So you heard that. They like, hey, you know what I'm saying? He need to be locked up and charged for the terroristic threat. So when that came out, I want you to understand that good old Jake decided to skedaddle and try to flee the scene. And eventually he got caught up. Surprisingly, he shot. What did I do? What's going on? And he was arrested and charged. You can't make this shit up. Now, Cal's gang, let's look at this article right quick. Now, influencer Jake Lane arrested again in North Texas on terroristic threat charge, held on a $1 million bond. I ain't gonna lie to you. Terroristic threats usually run between $10,000 and $50,000. They made it a $1 million bond. That's $100,000 he gotta have to get the f out of Dodge temporarily. And it comes hours after he spotted at the Collin County Courthouse doing a protest related to Austin Metcalf case. And this is his second arrest in North Texas, just over a week. So this ain't the first time, y'all. He's a convict. This dude, like I said, he's booked at the Dallas County Jail on Tuesday. And the list of the charge is terroristic threat involving allegations that could disrupt or impair public service and cause for public fear, and may involve threats of serious bodily injury or attempts to influence government operations. So, you know, that's fucked up. I'm 47 years old and I ain't never been arrested and I ain't never been in jail doing time. Now, just understand that he was just arrested back in, I think, April the 2nd in 2025. He basically broke into the stadium. He was charged with alleged trespassing, and also he was, you know, charged with the January 6th, and there's some other shit he's been arrested for. You can't make it up. So I want y'all to hear him talk on the phone. It's a woman, I don't know if it's his mom or girlfriend, whoever, is holding the phone, got him on speaker while he talk about how bad jail is. Check it out.
Dallas County Jail, they ripped me off the plane today, dozens of officers treating me like El Chapo. They drove me through the tarmac. They've arrested me for a felony, what's called terroristic threat, simply because I said that if the jury did not find Karmelo Anthony guilty, that we the people will deal with justice. And this is a classic case of lawfare used to squash a First Amendment protester like myself.
So that's the first part of what he said. Now understand that he basically said that we're gonna basically do justice. That ain't what he said. He said he's gonna kill himself. Him, not everybody else or my supporters or whoever, right? Now he wanna play victim and basically say he don't know what the big deal is, knowing he was trying to flee the scene and fly the f out when he saw that hit the media. He knew what could happen. A terroristic threat. They're gonna get your ass.
Proof of what it is.
Now, he don't understand why, but let's finish the video.
We had a press conference, an LED truck, speaker system, everything for our 6:30 press conference event outside the Karmelo Anthony murder trial to celebrate justice being done in this case and call out the rest of the American people to stand with us before another Rita Zarewski and another Austin Metcalf happens to make real change. And they shut down my voice. They arrested me. They're holding me here, probably on an exorbitant bond. I'm going to see the judge in the morning. So please, guys, go to my Gift and Go account, donate some money to help me get out of here. I'll be stuck here for months in solitary confinement if I don't make bond. This is two-tiered persecution against...
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
The white people of this world. We We are under attack, and what they're doing to me, they want to do to all of us. I'm just at the forefront here. The lawfare and the weaponized DOJ and these deep state assets want to destroy us all. We cannot allow it to happen. If they do this to me, they can do it to you. Please, guys, stand up. We can't allow our good brothers like Chuds, myself, and other great patriots to rot away in prison. Let's get me and my brothers home. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. And keep the faith. This fight is in the Lord's hands, and we will be victorious.
Now, I don't know why he's sent back trying to play victim like he didn't do nothing to my freedom of speech. I told you there's consequence to this. And a terroristic threat, ever since they started really shooting up these schools and a lot of times before they did it, they made threats and said he was going to do it. They didn't take it seriously. Now, if you say that at school or anywhere else, you're going to jail. You're going to fucking jail. And this dude is trying to make it like he's a political prisoner, and the government is taking away his First Amendment rights. That's why I say, man, you can't fix stupid and dumb. So straight up. Now, he got a GoFundMe, right? And let's check that GoFundMe out. Now, on this, it's not GoFundMe, but that's all I know. You got Give, Send, Go, right? He's asked for $100,000, and right now he raised over $35,000. So some people are donating definitely, and he need funds for hospital, future security fund, and it looked like he already had his out before he got caught up. This is when he got was getting his ass beat back then by them Islamic people. You know what I'm saying? And that black dude saved him. But he need all the donations he can get, because now he's struggling in jail, and this is shit that hit the fan. He got his ass beat by black COs. You can't make this shit up. He got his ass beat. He posted on his own page, and he don't understand what the going on. This ain't right. This is unfair, and he just got him in the hole. Check this shit out, y'all. It ain't a video. It's his post. Now, here's a clip, a screenshot of what was posted on his page, Cows Gang. And what it says is, Jake has been attacked by a group of all black prison guards in Dallas County Jail. You can literally see him manhandling him in this mugshot photo. They haven't given him a bed yet, and he slept on the concrete floor last night. The guards are retaliating against Jake because of Karmelo Anthony conviction. And they asked for a donation, give, send, go link, and everything else. You can't make this up. So I want y'all to understand, Cows Gang, that he got his ass beat. It's on his page. He got his ass beat. It's not going well for him. Stuck in the hole. Now, here's another clip off his page, and you'll see another post where it says, update. Jake is being moved to an unknown location. His life is in extreme danger, and they are trying to disappear him from the public. He's being threatened worse than murderers. We cannot have this egregious differential on how people are treated in this justice system just because I'm white. So he's saying that the reason why he's going through this because he's white. You see how, these motherfuckers trying to make themselves be victims? They want to be victims so bad. So he's saying because he's locked up for making a terroristic threat, he's locked up because he's white by other whites, and also whites who run the government, whites who write laws and make laws. You can't make this shit up. He says, we have a 14th amendment to equal treatment under the law. The normal bond for a terroristic threat charge is $10,000 to $50,000. My bond was set at 100 times higher than the average rate. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he's telling the truth on that. But I really believe the reason why they did that, because they gotta make an example out of you. You run around here spewing all this hate, anti-black, and all this other shit, and they tired of your ass. See, let me explain something to you, Cows Gang. See, you have the uppers, the high ups, who may hate black people, racist, but he's doing it all wrong. He's doing too much, just like Chuds the Builder. And it seems like they don't like how you moving. And they basically make an example out of your ass. And you saying they doing it because you're white.
Oh no!
Okay. Now, He also said we're living in times where Henry Nowak can be stabbed and murdered and treated like the wrongdoer because he was white. We're living in times of extreme oppression and replacement of white people in Europe and America. We're living in times of grave danger to speak your mind. They will either kill you in cold blood like Charlie Kirk or imprison you for years like Tina Peters and the J6 era. But I want y'all to understand again, Charlie Kirk was killed by a white man. He wasn't killed by a black. So what the f are you talking about? We're living in the times and we need strong men to step up now more than ever. There should be 10,000 more Jake Langs who emerge overnight now that they have confined me. It's time for you to step up. You know, now go on the other side, right? He says, and this is the screenshot, because I jokingly said I would carry out the capital punishment on Karmelo Anthony. Yeah, you said you'll kill him. I ain't here about shooting in the head, but you said you'll kill him.
Bruh.
That was a terroristic threat. So he's trying to say he was jokingly. You can't make jokes like that. If I make a joke, say I'm gonna delete Donald Trump, you think I'm not gonna be locked up? You think I'm not gonna be investigated and interrogated? Are you stupid? I'm going to jail. He literally murdered a child at a track meet with a knife and admitted to the police on scene. It's not alleged, I did it. And his bond was only $250,000. No, it was $1 million, then it was lower than $250,000. It's a difference. You know, now he said, in fact, there were literally Black Panthers outside the courthouse telling me if the sheriffs wasn't here, we'll hang Jake from a tree and threaten to push one of my supporters in the wheelchair into traffic and kill him. We cannot have this egregious differential on how people are treated in the justice system just because I'm white. We have a 14th Amendment right to equal treatment under the law.
Bruh.
Okay, back it up. So he says that the Black Panthers was telling him the sheriffs wasn't there, what they'll do to him. That's not a terroristic threat. They didn't say, I will kill you or I'm going to kill you, anything. Now, the person that he said they threatened to push a supporter in a wheelchair, yeah, it's a threat, but it's not a terroristic threat. They say they'll push him out of a wheelchair. What do y'all think about that, Kelsey? Do you think that he's being treated badly because he's white? Do you think that, hey, this is just a misunderstanding, I didn't mean it like that? Do you think, hey man, you're doing too much and that's why your dumb ass got $1 million bond? Do you think that, hey man, he has the right to say what the f you want to say and he can do what the f you want to do? Or do you think that, just like everybody else say, hey man, don't say terroristic threats? Well, Cows Gang, you already know what I want to know. When it comes to 31-year-old Jake Lang, I got to know, is he a victim or volunteer?